Myagotia?
Yeah, he did.
Myagotia.
Myagotia.
Pronounces the T hard. Tia.
Tia. Tia. Myagotia.
Tia. I'll have a Tia with some gravy. We got no overlay on the scoreboard.
None?
No, that's a stupid table.
Okay.
Miles Montalbano. Jesus.
Oh, when you get a bad name, you take the mic and you just move it back. Well, he said something, but
Well, there was a kid last night in a football game I did, and I didn't know how to pronounce his last name, so I just said his first name. I mean, it just goes real personable. Yeah. I thought Jason White was his voice, I think. But he's the only one that's done Marshfield games. Eli Weinberg, I believe. Wyan 17. Thank you.
Okay.
Hortonville High School, Marshfield High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation in supporting the participants, coaches, and officials. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated, and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. Welcome to the campus of Marshfield High School for this afternoon's match between the Hortonville Polar Bears and your Marshfield Tigers. Tonight's officials have been assigned by the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important responsibility. We trust you will be welcome guests of Marshfield High School. Tonight's officials are at center Moa, assisted by John Payne and Ron Weezy. Introducing the starting lineups for the visiting Hortonville Polar Bears. At goalkeeper, sophomore Logan Gopp. Number 3, junior defender Joey Piker. Number 4, sophomore defender Miles Macabano. Number 6, freshman defender Jake Jacuz. Number 9, sophomore forward Daniel Lopez. Number 10, junior captain defender Drew Klein. Number 14, senior captain defender Travis Schmitz. Number 15, junior forward Noah Lopez. Number 16, senior captain midfielder Alex Knight. Number 19, junior midfielder Will Caesar. Number 21, senior forward Archer Lorenz. Hortonville is coached by Paul Everett, assisted by Chase Van Cree. Starting lineup for the Marshfield Tigers. At goalkeeper, senior number 20, Trevor Cassidy. Number 3, senior midfielder Ian Hogan. Number 4, senior defender Tim Kraus. Number 5, senior forward captain Sam Rorty. Number 7, junior defender Gavin Young. Number 8, senior defender captain Logan Meyer. Number 10, sophomore defender Lucas Barth. Number 12, sophomore midfielder Brett Manigal. Number 13, senior defender Alex Simon. Number 14, senior midfielder Alejandro Mayagotia. The Tigers are coached by Jeff Moulter, assisted by Steve Lindner, and the managers are Abigail Kilty, Catherine Schilling, and Kristen Toshalek. At this time, please stand, gentlemen, remove your caps and direct your attention to the flag at the north end of the field for the playing of our national anthem. clock and safe play.
Good morning from Marshfield High School as we bring you Wisconsin Valley Conference Soccer here this morning. Teammates alongside Amelia Warren here on the beautiful campus of Marshfield High School as the Marshfield Tigers coming off of a tie against DC Everson, their last matchup. Hortonville looking to get back on the winning side of things as well. Tigers, Polar Bears here this morning as doesn't feel like polar bear weather. Beautiful morning here in Marshfield and throughout central Wisconsin. Yesterday got up into the mid to upper 70s. Didn't feel much like the 9th day of October last night for high school football, but nonetheless, we're about to get underway here this morning. We have swimming going on as well over just behind us, the Aquatic Center here on the campus of Marshfield High School, as well as volleyball going on over in Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals and the Auburndale Eagles do battle over at Assumption High School. Hortonville will start with it, working from south to north to start it off. Again, these two teams met a couple of weeks ago. A 2-0 win for the Polar Bears. Marshfield was down early in the game against DC Everest, had a late penalty kick from Sam Rorty to tie it up. Had a chance near the end, hit the crossbar, and tied it up against a good DC Everest team on last week, or earlier this week. So it's going to be a good matchup here this morning. Again, conference play. Hortonville and Marshfield pushing it quickly, has a chance at it, an open net, left footed in, an early goal for the Tigers, and Brian Fay as 1-0 Hortonville. Here in the first minute of the game. Scoring for Hortonville is Daniel Lopez. So Hortonville in their road white uniforms, Marshfield in their home blacks, as it's 1-0 Hortonville just underway here in Marshfield. My apologies on on that. So Daniel Lopez in the first minute, 1-0 Polar Bears. Now he's going to go out and go back to Hortonville. And a whole slate of games again upcoming at Zaleski Sports this upcoming week. Close out week 3 of football season last night, and had 6 games for you last night in Wisconsin, 1 in Indiana. Only a handful of games left in the soccer season as well. Kind of hard to believe as late as they had to start. And the Polar Bears, again, that one's going to be scooped up by Cassidy and taken by Marshfield. Again, hoping for some postseason play. Tennis state tournament going on. Breaks away there and going to be scooped up by Logan Gaup for the Polar Bears. So aggressive start for both sides. 1-0 Polar Bears in the first minute. We are in the third minute here from Marshfield. Pushing it up quickly again and gets it poked out. It'll be a corner kick for the Polar Bears. First corner kick of the night, or in the morning, I guess, here for Hortonville. Corner kick coming for the Polar Bears. Centers it up and heads it out to the Tigers. Trying to clear it up. Alejandro clears it out and taken again by Hortonville. Again, both teams coming in with 2 wins on the year. Hortonville with 2 wins, 3 losses, no ties. And Cassidy is going to clear it off, kick the forward for Hortonville, and it's going to be a goal kick for Trevor Cassidy. Try and get you some updates as well from swimming and volleyball today. Heads it up, and the Polar Bears, and now the Tigers, take it for Marshfield. 3-on-3, trying to push it up, and going to be stopped there by the defense and slide tackle and taken again by Marshfield. And out it goes, and it's going to go back to Hortonville. 5th minute, 1-0 Hortonville. Again, first swim meet of the year that Selesky Sports is covering live. And now Hortonville behind the defense again. Nice job by Spencer Fay to clear it out. And now Marshfield trying to get back on the offensive attack. Finds Alejandro with it. And going to be taken away by Polar Bears. And a tackle is going to be to Hortonville on the free kick from about the 40-ish yard line. We'll go through the recap of games last night that we had for you. Gets behind the defense again, and Cassidy will scoop it up and take it himself. Going to be offsides on Travis Smits for Hortonville, and back to the Marshfield Tigers. Again, got swimming, soccer, and volleyball this morning. Volleyball this afternoon from Columbus Catholic, and then some semi-pro football for you from Fall River, championship game in the Northern Lights Conference or division. And now a battle for it. Miscommunication, bad pass, and taken back by Hortonville. And Polar Bears in the Fox Valley area, but part of this Wisconsin Valley Conference. They're in the same conference for football and made the switch to Wisconsin Valley Conference for soccer as well. And Hortonville pushing it on the far side again. I think it's maybe due in part that a lot of those Fox Valley teams aren't playing this fall. And centers it up, and Cassidy will again take it himself on the far post. That's going to be out and back to Marshfield. Wausau West atop of this conference, 5-0 on the year. Centers it up, and it's going to be headed out by the Polar Bears. Fay with it. Centers it up over to Tim Kraus. Gavin Young trying to get some offensive pressure here for Marshfield. And going to be scooped up there by Gaup, and it's back to the Polar Bears. Auburndale up 19-6 in the opening set with Assumption. And now pushing it up quickly again are the Polar Bears. Aggressive offense so far for Hortonville. Saw it last Monday. Pacelli and Amherst soccer. Amherst controlled the ball for a very long time in the second half. In a 6-2 win over the Pacelli Cardinals. Pacelli dropped a 3-1 decision against Columbus Catholic on Thursday. They'll be back in action on Monday as they head up to Cronenwetter and take on Northland Lutheran Wildcats, a team they lost to 7-6 9 days ago. And going to be pushed from behind and back to Marshfield for the free kick. Lucas Barth for the Tigers. Marshfield took one on the chin last night right here at Hiding Stadium, as welcomed in the Menominee Mustangs. Just looking for a game. They're supposed to play Wausau East. And now behind the defense again. And going to be pushed near the 25-yard line-ish. And it's going to be a free kick coming for the Polar Bears. So, and a yellow card given to Logan Meyer at the 10:08 mark in the first half. A couple of big blowout games last night. Pacelli giving it to Loyal 41-0. Game that I had, Assumption and Almond Bancroft 41-21 Royals. Their second win this year after going winless last year. Coach Sullivan's got his boys confident and ready to go. Spencer Columbus falling to Stratford 28-0. Free kick coming and centers it and heads it away. Nicely done by the Marshfield defense. Neilsville in comeback fashion, 21-20 over Osseo Fairchild. Trying to track it down and couldn't quite get there, but still on the offensive side for Marshfield. Fay right to Gaup, and Hortonville will scoop it up. Big matchup coming this Friday. Stratford Tigers will host Amherst in a conference game. Have that game for you, of course, at Zaleski Sports. Go through our upcoming schedule throughout the broadcast here today. Pacelli and Bonduel volleyball on Monday. We'll be taken back by the Polar Bears with it. And nice defense played there by Braxton Kurth. An aggressive play results in getting the ball back. 11:29 gone by here. First half, 1-0 Hortonville, and a Daniel Lopez goal in the first minute. Have all Stratford games for you. Assumption Royals back in action next Thursday night from Southwood County 2000 Field, taking on Loyal, who again lost 41-0 nothing last night to Pacelli. And more physicality in another big collision. Just a different level of play between Division I and Division III. Marshfield and Hortonville and Pacelli and their competition. Just the physicality and everything that goes along with that. Just up to a different level. Drew Klein with the free kick for Hortonville. Back with it again goes Schmitz, 14 for the Polar Bears. Again, nice defensive play there for Marshfield, poking it away and again trying to push it up offensively. 3-on-2, 3 Polar Bears and 2 Tigers, and it's going to be poked out and back to Marshfield. Graham Lonsdale in for Marshfield. Throw in for Sam Rorty, who had the penalty kick tie to tie the game against DC Everest. Their 1-1 draw earlier this week. Schmitz with it again and taken away again by Barth. Barth with the throw in, taken by Fay, and tries to center up and taken again away by the Polar Bears. As Schmitz, Cassidy comes out and it's going to be offsides on Hortonville, luckily for the Marshfield Tigers. 15th minute, 1-0 Hortonville just underway here for Marshfield High School. Daniel Lopez in the first minutes for the Polar Bears, put him on top. Substitution coming in for the Polar Bears. Again, numbers on the back, no numbers on the front for Hortonville. Kind of the same concept as the uniforms that Allman Bancroft's got. We'll get into that in just a moment for their football team. Sends it long, trying to hit Rorty, and Sam's fighting for it on the far side and cleared out by the Polar Bears. Up to Kraus. Trying to set up an offense here. Down 1-0 are the Tigers. So we've seen it all over the numerals and the jerseys, the same color. That's exactly what Allman Bancroft's got. Green tops for their home uniforms. Green tops and green numbers. And just a sore to the eyes of trying to broadcast a game like that. I remember Oshkosh Lords a number of years ago down at State for boys basketball had black tops with charcoal numbers and a very faint white outline. I think either next year or maybe the year after, I think the NFHS, National Federation of High School Sports, is going to ban those uniforms. And rightfully so, because they are, don't want to say ugly, but just impossible to see and read and all that good stuff. So good on them to take a stance on it, but Had Almond a couple years ago at Pittsville. They had white numbers and white tops with a light gray outline. Just kind of ridiculous that anybody would want to buy jerseys like that, let alone, or look at jerseys like that, let alone buy them. And in the NFHS, in just a number of years, I believe I know they made a ruling on it, just not really sure what year it is going to go into effect. But it'll be outlawed. I know it is outlawed in Texas and some of the other southern states that you can't have uniforms like that. Especially, or at least on the football field. Not quite sure for basketball yet. But hopefully in Wisconsin, it'll be all sports, all high school sports. You'll not be able to have uniforms and numbers, top jerseys, and numbers the same color. And then they try and get away with having a very faint outline, trying to outline those numbers, make them a little more legible, but not quite. One nothing Hortonville, 19th minute here from Marshfield High School. Here from Cheryl Tire in just a moment. Their factory direct tire sale ending today, October 10th. Pushes it up, and again, we talked to Coach Weber last week. It's going to be a free kick on a handball by Marshfield. But talked to Coach Weber about the difference between natural grass and turf and how much faster it is. Fakes the kick, and it's going to be blocked by the wall and be kicked wide right. And it's going to be a goal kick for Marshfield. 20th minute here in the first half. It's a factory direct tire sale through October 10th. That's today. Factory direct prices on Kelly tires and up to $250 on mail-in rebates on installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card. Find location at CherylTire.com. To get a new read for Cheryl Tire. Again, their factory direct tire sale ending today. So it's your local location, and can't do it without a Goodyear credit card, though. Again, swimming and volleyball going on as well this morning. Swimming going on just behind us here at Marshfield High School. Volleyball over in Wisconsin Rapids. Headed up and chested down by Hortonville. Again, they won 2-0 in their earlier meeting this year. And going to lob it over and going to go out and back to the Marshfield Tigers. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for all things hunting. You can get everything you need for hunting, from gear, supplies, clothing, game processing, even hunting license. Find the top brands at great prices. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. Get into my, I don't want to say rant, a little talk with Fleet Farm for hunting. And Fleet Farm Toyland is also open. Can't go wrong with that. Went there last Thursday. For that, right before that, Northland Lutheran and Pacelli soccer game. Went to Fleet Farm at Stevens Point. Toyland was stocked and ready to go for shopping season. But again, talking about Fleet Farm and hunting, they have everything. I mean, just ask one of the fine folks in the blaze orange uniforms. And if you're going to go hunting and sit out there as long as you do, you're going to need something to eat. You're going to need something to eat, and Fleet Farm has some of the best candy around. One of my favorites is Pringles, but you can't. Pringles are a little loud. So are the candy wrappers and all that stuff, but can't go wrong with the treats and the food that they have available at Fleet Farm. The candy, again, top notch. One of the best that I just remembered a couple days ago. Said it on a broadcast a while ago, are the boxed apple pies at Fleet Farm. Can't go wrong with a boxed apple pie. Spencer Fay with it. Sliding tackle taken, and they play on. Spencer takes a hard fall and laying on his back. The official will see if he's all right, and on goal, and it's going to be kicked out. Close play on the goal for Marshfield, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. The official is looking at Spencer Fay and going to be kicked back out, and Spencer's looking for a substitute. Sam Rorty will throw it back in for the Tigers. 24th minute here in the first half. One nothing Hortonville. Daniel Lopez goal in the first minutes for the Polar Bears. Another tackle near midfield. And it's going to go back to Hortonville. Got a Polar Bear laying on the field. Gets back up and we're about ready to get going again. 25th minute. A free kick again coming for Hortonville. Centers it up. Gets behind the defense, and a shot for the Polar Bears going to be pushed out. Centers it up, heads it away. Nicely done in front of the goal for the Tigers. Able to clear it out. Get pressure off of Cassidy for just a moment. Nice move by Spencer Fay, and taking another big hit there, and it's going to be back to the Marshfield Tigers. Hortonville has had their opportunities, especially right there, and a nice job by the defense for Marshfield. Logan Meyer, yellow card early on in this game for Logan. Getting a lot of physicality, a lot of pushing. And they have him open, 2-0, and missed the shot wide left. Another big break for the Tigers. With 25-20 gone here in the first half. A huge opportunity. The defensive player slipped and fell and missed wide left on the shot. New goalkeeper coming in for Marshfield. You got a number for that guy down there? No? Okay. And pushed up again for the Polar Bears. Right foot, and just missed wide left again. And it's going to be a goal kick coming for Marshfield. That say 99 down there? Okay. Got our resources. Got our people. Get a new goalkeeper for Marshfield. 27th minute here in the opening half. 1-0 Polar Bears. Again, we'll hear from all of our sponsors at halftime. And that one's going to go over the top of the goal. And again, another goal kick coming for Marshfield. From our sponsors at halftime, and get you ready for half number 2. 18 minutes to go here in the first half. New goalkeeper for Marshfield, Zach Meyer, in the sky blue, light blue jersey with number 99, Sam Rorty with it, and gets pushed from behind near the 20-yard line, and back to Marshfield it goes. 29th minute coming for Marshfield. Not many places do it, and I much appreciate it. Maybe not many scoreboards can. That was going to be right to the goalkeeper, Gaup. But from all the soccer games I've done this year, and this is much appreciated on all parts, that the clock counts up and not down from 45. It counts up, and much easier to keep time that way. Don't really want to sit here and start subtracting and trying to figure out times. So again, much appreciated on the clock counting up and not down. And we are in the 29th minute here this morning. Centers it up, and Meyer will make his first save. Clears it out to Rorty near midfield. Can get you an update in a moment from Wisconsin Rapids. Good crowd watching online for soccer and swimming as well. And the folks that didn't make the trip to Auburndale, good crowd online there as well. Expect a great crowd to watch the Northern Light Championship football game tonight from Fall River. Limited attendance as most of these places are. And Meyer just able to save it. Almost spun it in there. We're the Polar Bears. A nice job there again defensively for Marshfield. Alejandro takes it away. Finds Rorty right here near side. Tries to pass it up, and the defense coming up from behind. And got the call on Schmitz. Came from right behind Rorty. Kicked him in the right foot, trying to poke it away. Can appreciate everyone tuning in here today. Can't thank you all enough for making us a part of your beautiful Saturday morning. Alejandro with it, left foot off the face of the defender. Back with it towards the goal. Gaup tracks it down, and back to Hortonville it goes. Back to Marshfield. So again, good crowd watching online everywhere. Appreciate it. Can't thank you guys enough. And as I mentioned last night in the broadcast last night from Allman Bancroft, you guys can thank us all you want, but unless unless we had these sponsors to help us put these games on, we would not be able to do so and bring you live free sports all fall long right here at Zaleski Sports. I appreciate everyone tuning in last night. It's a fantastic crowd. Watched Marshfield Tigers and Menominee Mustangs at one point over 500 online. Watched the Pacelli Cardinals blank Loyal Greyhounds. The Spencer Columbus Rockets fall to Stratford. Assumption Royals take down Almond Bancroft. And then Neelsville in comeback fashion knocked off Osseo Fairchild 21-20 for the first win of the year for Neelsville Granton. Can be tracked down there by Lorenz, played in front of the net again. Back up and ball sticking there, and a great save by Meyer, but put back on the rebound, and it's 2-0 Polar Bears. Meyer made a great save, but the rebound right to the offensive player for Hortonville hasn't turned around yet. Get a number for you. And it's 2-0 Polar Bears here in the first half. One disadvantage of not having numbers on the front of your uniform, I believe it was number 9. Was it Daniel Lopez again? 2-0 Polar Bears. Lopez with a pair of goals today. Rorty getting behind the defense. 1-on-3, 1-on-4. Trying to do it himself and almost had a nice shot taken by Gaup for the Polar Bears. So again, Daniel Lopez with his second goal of the day. 34th minute, 2-0 Polar Bears. Again, Zach Meyer made a heck of a save. And then on the rebound, gave it up. 2-0 Hortonville here in the first half. Big slate of games this weekend for college football as well. Obviously the Packers off this week. Rival Chicago Bears got a big win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Thursday. Again, Packers off this week before they head to Tampa to take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers next Sunday. Then hopefully by that time we'll have a postseason schedule figured out for volleyball and soccer. Again, state tournament for tennis going on right now. Or was going on yesterday, today, next week? I don't know. I'll look into it. Only 2 divisions for tennis, and that is taking place in a short period of time. And back to Hortonville on the push by Marshfield. 35th minute. 2-0 Polar Bears on a couple of goals from Daniel Lopez. Lopez raising his hand and he wants it. See if they can pass it over to him in front of the net, and Lopez had a shot at it. Another nice defensive play by the Tigers. Off the back of the defensive player for Marshfield. Again, for what it's worth, good crowd on hand here as well at the stadium. Right to Meyer, and plays off the bounce and taken for Marshfield. Quite a few people here last night for football. Again, the Central Wisconsin Conference, i.e. Stratford's conference, for football anyway. They're in Merriwood, obviously, for other sports. We'll see if they will allow Amherst fans on Friday. Almond Bancroft didn't allow Assumption fans. So I think the original Central Wisconsin Conference, large and small in the non-football conference, not allowing fans. We'll see if Stratford will allow. I know when they played Weyauwega Fremont last week, no Weyauwega Fremont fans made the trip. So we'll see if they allow fans or not. Sends it long, headed away, and taken by the Tigers. Back to the Polar Bears. Through the legs and taken again by Alex Simon for Marshfield. Up to Lopez, and Simon and Lopez meet. '38th minute. Here from Marshfield, 2-0 Polar Bears as Zach Meyer will track that one down. Came into goal for Trevor Cassidy a number of minutes ago. And Sam Rorty behind the defense, and Gaup will track it down. It's back to Hortonville. Again, didn't think anything was wrong with Trevor, except I believe he's back on that cart on the track back there, getting looked at. So hopefully everything's all right with Trevor Cassidy looking at that right leg of his. Right leg, right ankle, right knee. Hopefully everything's going to be all right for the senior goalkeeper. Pushes it up to Lopez again. Gets by splits the defense. The two baseball championship series are set and ready to go. Tampa Bay Rays knocking off the New York Yankees last night, 2-1 in impressive fashion. Doesn't break my heart, that's for sure. Again, doesn't break my heart that the New York Yankees are out of the postseason. It'll be the Rays and the Astros and the Dodgers and the Braves. Again, the Atlanta Braves back in the championship series for the first time in 19 years. Going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, the Miami Heat knocking off the Lakers last night. Jimmy Butler, another fantastic night. Throw-in coming after the substitution. Of course, football today, tomorrow, Monday, Thursday. Talking about football on Tuesdays because of postponing games, pushing games back. But every Friday night, except for Thursday this week, we have Loyal and Assumption from Southwood County 2000 Field in Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals trying to go 3-0 this year after a abysmal season last year. Be quite the turnaround for Coach Sullivan and the Assumption Royals if they can get a 3-0 start. Talked to Reed Duhlman last night and said it was humbling after their year last year to be able to start the way they have now. The Royals have been impressive, especially last night with Nick Lieberg and the offense. That's going to be taken by Gaup and back. Miss hit. Fay off the post and in! Spencer Fay on the rebound. And the deficit cut in half. 41st minute. And it's 2-1. Hit the post and spun back in, and Spencer Fay has the goal for Marshfield. 2-1 here in the first half. 42nd minute now. He was at 40-58. See if that'll give the Tigers a little momentum here going into the second half. So Fay from Lonsdale in the 41st minute. Gets by the defender. Nice move there. Tries to center it up. And going to be cleared out. And Gaup just able to track it down. Momentum has swung here for Marshfield in their direction. Being a lot more aggressive after that goal by Fay. And rightfully so. That was a fantastic goal for Spencer. Daniel Lopez with a pair for Hortonville. Fay with one here for Marshfield. Going to be tracked down and kicked out by the Tigers' Lucas Barth. 2.5 minutes to go. First half here in Marshfield. Again, we'll hear from our sponsors at halftime and get you ready for half number 2. Take a look at our updates from swimming and volleyball. We have volleyball Neilsville at Columbus Catholic later on this afternoon, as well as the Northern Lights football championship game from Fall River tonight. Mike Wenlett, Cale Jacoby, and Jason Zaleski will bring you that game from Fall River. Again, kind of the same league-ish that the Marshfield Bandits were in this summer. Same semi-pro league. Taken by the Tigers. Goes out and back to Hortonville. 44th minute. 2-1 Hortonville here in the first half. Marshfield with 5 shots on goal. Hortonville with 7. Zach Meyer made a nice save a couple of minutes ago. Meyer again coming in for Trevor Cassidy, sitting on the bench right now for the Tigers. He was being looked at on the cart over there, as you can see. Looking at that right leg, right ankle, right knee. Not quite sure. Hopefully Trevor will be all right. Sliding tackle and out, back to the Tigers. Got to track it down. No ball boys or ball girls here today. 50 seconds to go, first half. Flag comes up and a hold and a free kick coming for the Tigers. Face centers it up, and it's going to be cleared out, and a corner kick coming for the Tigers. Big opportunity for Spencer Fay with 30 seconds to go. He's got to track it down and get back to the corner. Passes it in, and it's going to be taken by the Tigers. 20 seconds left. And going to center it up, looking for Sam Rorty, and that's going to be kicked out. And that should, 10 seconds left. And the Polar Bears will control it to end the first half. Good, exciting first half. And the ball will be taken and picked up by Gaup, and that will end half number 1 here in Marshfield. 3 goals scored. Daniel Lopez, 2 for Hortonville, and 1 coming from Spencer Fay for the Marshfield Tigers. 1 half in the books. We'll hear from our sponsors. Come back to Marshfield High School right after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere. Or visit us at vhautos.com.
First contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Second half underway here in Marshfield, and the Polar Bears will start with it. I just saw people looking up here. I had no problem with it. Zach Meyer still back out there for Marshfield. Again, Trevor Cassidy exited the first half and then they were working on his right leg over on the cart on the far side of the track. Pushes it up for Marshfield. Down 2-1, a couple of goals from Daniel Lopez for the Polar Bears. A corner kick coming for the Tigers. And a goal from Spencer Fay in that first half. Centers it up and headed by Rory, and into the back of the net it goes. Perfect corner kick, and Sam Rory equalizes it here in the second half. 46-22. What a goal from Sam Rory. Great pass, great timing, and ties it up here in the second half. Manigal to Rory in the 47th minute. Just a minute and a half gone by here in the second half. Polar Bears were up 2-0, and I was going to go over through the uprights of the field goal posts, and back to Marshfield it goes. Again, the momentum swung after the Spencer Fay goal, and continuing here in the second half. All knotted up at 2. Hortonville pushing it offensively and just out of the reach. And taken back by Marshfield. Rory with it. Collision and taken, they continue to play on. And going to be kicked out into Marshfield on the throw-in. So Daniel Lopez for Hortonville with a pair. Now Sam Rory ties it up here in the second half. Auburndale Eagles with a comfortable lead over Assumption on the volleyball court in Wisconsin Rapids. Not sure how swimming is going. Rory in there again, and a goal! Sam Rory, another perfect pass and another perfect finish for Sam, and Marshfield takes a 3-2 lead. Another fantastic pass and another great goal for the Tigers. And just like that, they have a 3-2 lead here in the 49th minute. What a turn of events here for Marshfield. Rory again on the goal. 49th minute, 3-2 now. Marshfield on top. Kicked out back to the Polar Bears. Again, Hortonville knocked off Marshfield a couple of weeks ago 2-0. They were ahead 2-0 earlier on in this game or in this match, and Spencer Fay with a goal at the end of the first half. And then 2 from Sam Rorty here in the second. Clears it up, and the Polar Bears will take it. And frustrated with himself, Joey Pikert. And back to Hortonville. 50th minute here in the game, and it's 3-2 Marshfield. Pushes it up to the middle. You know, see how aggressive Hortonville's got to be more aggressive than they have been to start the second half. Now down a goal. Gonna be kicked out, and a throw in near the corner for Marshfield. Throw in for Tim Kraus. And Rorty near it again. Rorty had a hat trick in a game that Jason Zaleski did earlier this year. Already with 2 here tonight. Today, I guess. And they play on, but the whistle blows on the push from behind. Taken by the Polar Bears on the turnover. Pushes it up. Runs into the defender. Travis Schmitz fights with it. Now Lopez with it again. And going to be stolen away and kicked out. And a throw-in coming for Hortonville. Coming between Schmitz and Lopez. Daniel has had the upper end so far for Hortonville. The pair of goals today. Just past 11 o'clock here in Marshfield. Steve Mavs alongside Amelia Warren from Marshfield High School. Wisconsin Valley Conference soccer action here today. Marshfield Tigers out to a 3-2 lead now after trailing 2-0 earlier in the match in the first half. Sam Rorty with a pair of goals here in the second. Spencer Fay with a goal in the first for Marshfield. Daniel Lopez with the first 2 goals for Hortonville. Little give and go action there from the Polar Bears. Try to track it down, and he does. That's Travis Schmitz. And is it going to be in the box? It's going to be close. And they're going to put him at the 11-yard line. Excuse me, is that the 9-yard line? Just 3 feet before the box. Otherwise, it would have been a penalty kick for Travis Schmitz. It's going to be a free kick just outside of that area. And coming for Hortonville. It was close. It was close, but the official marks him just outside of it. Schmitz being much more aggressive offensively. Free kick coming for Alex Knight. Spins it and through, and goal for Alex Knight through the arms of Zach Meyer. And the equalizer there for Hortonville. Right underneath the arms of Zach Meyer. And in the 54th minute, no penalty kick, but a free kick. And the Polar Bears tie it up at 3. Spun it by the wall. And underneath the arms of Zach Meyer for Marshfield. Smits with it. Kicks it up to Lopez, tries to get by behind Meyer, and not quite as Zach tracks this one down. Sends it high and heads it away. Back up to Knight again. 3-3 here in the 55th minute. Alejandro tracks it down, and it's going to be out of bounds and back to Hortonville. Right near the coach's box on the football field outline. Throw in coming from the Polar Bears. Rorty with it. Sam's got, again, 2 goals here today in the second half, both of them in the second half. And miscommunication for the defense of Hortonville, and it's going to be another turnover back to Sam Rorty, and then retrieved by the Polar Bears. Good passing here for Hortonville. Gets by, and Schmitz tracks it down to the far side, has room, and sliding stop by Zach Meyer. Nicely done by Zach in the 56th minute. And again on offense, Schmitz with it. And he's going to be pushed from behind near the 15-yard line. R&R Flooring is ready to help you make your house a home. Visit R&R Flooring of Spencer for flooring, American-made mattresses, locally made furniture, and much more. Free kick right into the wall, and a yellow card coming for Spencer Fay as it flies out of the official's pocket. See the selection for yourself by visiting the R&R Flooring and Furniture Showroom in Spencer and online at www.flooringandmattress.com or R&R Flooring and Furniture on Facebook. So second yellow card to a Marshfield Tiger. Logan Meyer received one in the first half. Alex Knight doing the honors again for Hortonville. 55-45 gone by. We're in the 56th minute. The official marks off the correct distance. And now we're ready to go again. Alex Knight into the goal, off the chest, and Smits couldn't track it down, but a corner kick, coming for Hortonville. Noah Lopez doing the honors on the corner for the Polar Bears. A lot of movement in front of the goal, and it's going to be headed away, and nicely done by the Marshfield defense, and cleared out. And another whistle. Another free kick coming for the Polar Bears. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Read the Draxler Transport ad quite a bit last night. They're our Red Zone sponsor. Draxler Transport. Big thanks to them. Free kick coming again from Alex Knight. Pushes it towards the middle, headed in, and going to be pushed out. And it'll go to Zach Meyer, and a substitute coming for the Tigers. So week 4 of the high school football season starts on this Thursday, upcoming Thursday, Loyal and Assumption from Southwood County 2000 Field. We'll have that game for you, of course, right here at Zaleski Sports. Schmitz with it, and Meyer scoops it up easily for Marshfield. Headed up, Alex Knight with it. Sit back and Montalbano for the Polar Bears. Again, Hortonville not usually in this, not from what I remember anyway, in this Wisconsin Valley Conference for soccer anyway, but none of the Fox Valley teams are playing this year, or this fall. And so then they just move over to the Wisconsin Valley Conference for, as they did for football, after the WIAA and all those conference realignments. So they just come over for soccer as well. 3-3 here in the 59th minute. And Gaup will retrieve it for the Polar Bears. Rorty with it. Sam, again, 2 more goals here today. It's been beyond impressive in the game, or in the minutes that I've seen him play here today. This first Marshfield soccer game that I've seen this year. And Gaup, I was going to be kicked out and sliding. And it's going to be another corner kick for the Tigers. Sam Rorty scored on the previous corner kick. 60th minute here in Marshfield. And up and sends it in. And nearly headed again. And that one's going to go out and sent clear by Hortonville. Pushes it up, and Zach Meyer will come out of the box and kick it out. Back to Hortonville it goes. I'm going to change the half to. Pushed up, and it'll go out to Hortonville. Good contingency of Polar Bears fans here. And finds Schmitz. Good pass by Lopez. Daniel Lopez with it. Fires it in. And going to be scooped up by Meyer. And we'll go through our upcoming week schedule in just a moment. Here for Zaleski Sports, another busy week with Zaleski Sports. Coming to a quick end here. So 61-26 gone by. Get you a upcoming schedule as mentioned. It's going to be Pacelli at Bondwell for volleyball. Wausau East right back here in Marshfield for swimming. Auburndale at Stratford for volleyball. And then Stratford JV football we'll have for you as well. That's on Monday. Tuesday we'll have Abbotsford at Assumption volleyball, Rib Lake at Stratford volleyball, Pacelli at Wild Rose volleyball, Merrill at Marshfield tennis, and Wausau West at Marshfield volleyball on Tuesday. Thursday, again, as mentioned, usually nothing on Wednesdays till the spring, year, usually on makeup dates. Usually nothing on Wednesdays until then. Polar Bears trying to push it up. Going to be tracked down on the far side by Yakush for the Polar Bears. Has room. Into the middle. And can't quite get it and misses wide left. Had 3 opportunities for the Polar Bears. Good pass to the middle and then 2 opportunities and missed them both. Coach Everett showing his his displeasure from his Polar Bears on that attempt. Send it up and head it up and head it out. So Thursday we will have Loyal at Assumption football, Pacelli at Amherst volleyball, Wisconsin Rapids right back here again for swimming against Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids at Marshfield soccer, and then Greenwood at Columbus Catholic for volleyball as well. We'll get into Friday night in just a moment. Sends it up, sends it long. Far side, Alejandro for the Tigers. 3-3, 64th minute. And it's going to go out, and should be a corner kick, I believe, coming for Marshfield. Another good opportunity for the Tigers here in the 64th minute. Left-footed pass in. They're going to be cleared out by the Polar Bears. Lopez tracks it down. Sends it up to Schmitz. Sends it to the near side, and just recognizing now they have the numbers on the front, but they're on their shorts, so it's not the easiest to see. A throw in for Gavin Young. Sends it up the middle and headed up. Sends it up and stays in. Again, it's been very physical, very aggressive here this morning. Sam Rorty with it. Sam with a couple of goals today. Fighting off the defender. And trying to clear it out are the Polar Bears unsuccessfully. And Sam Rorty tried to track it down, and he regains, not quite, for Marshfield. Substitutes come in. We'll give you a Friday night schedule. Amherst at Stratford. Greenwood heads over to Marion after their pounding, absolute domination against Port Edwards last night, or yesterday afternoon, I guess, 80-18. Greenwood over Port Edwards. The Blackhawks without their starting quarterback and wide receiver due to quarantine. So that big loss for Port Edwards, and a goal kick coming for Hortonville. And then Pacelli will be at Wild Rose. Marshfield will head up to Wausau West at Tom Field. Regis will head to Neilsville. Those are our games for Friday night. Another big slate of games for you. We had 6 last night, 7 in total. Had 6 in Wisconsin, including that Greenwood game. Trying to center it again. That was going to be kicked out. And make sure that Noah Lopez is all right. Bringing up his sock. So we had one in Indiana, and then one at 4 o'clock in Wisconsin, and then had 5 others after that. Also have swimming going on this morning. Volleyball should be all but over. And a corner kick coming for the Polar Bears. And then later on this afternoon, we'll have Columbus Catholic and Neelsville Volleyball over at Columbus Catholic High School, as well as the Northern Lights championship game in Fall River, semi-pro football. After Friday, and then Saturday, we have Wausau East at Marshfield Volleyball right here at the Bozeman Company Fieldhouse. Tries to center it up and sends it way high and way out. That one's going to bounce over the other fence. Lots of sirens going by. Right past the campus here at Marshfield High School. 3-3, 68th minute. Wisconsin Valley Conference soccer action here this morning. Tracked down by the Polar Bears. Hortonville was up 2-0. Sam Rorty and Spencer Fay gave the Tigers the lead. And then an Alex Knight free kick put them up, tied it up, and a throw-in coming as Spencer Fay checks back in for the Marshfield Tigers. And if you missed any action here this morning, we'll have highlights, or I'll have highlights up later on this afternoon at Zaleski Sports on Facebook. And then we will get you ready for another week of exciting high school sports right here at ZaleskiSports.com. Stay tuned to ZaleskiSports.com and Zaleski Sports on Facebook for upcoming schedule, highlights, and everything good going on here at Zaleski Sports. Daniel Lopez. Spencer Fay will try and track it down, and it'll go out back to the Polar Bears. Hildebrandt Custom Cabinets is Central Wisconsin's premium choice for handmade cabinetry and countertops for your kitchen and bathroom. Plus, choose Hildebrandt Custom Cabinets for your full housing design. Don't just take our word for it. Check out Hildebrandt Custom Cabinets on Facebook and see the pictures of completed work, the comments, and a save there by Gaup. Don't just take our word for it. Check out Hildebrandt Custom Cabinets on Facebook and see the pictures of completed work and the comments from happy customers throughout Wisconsin. Turns and going to be stolen away by Knight. Alejandro with it. Goes to the corner. Tries to set something up here for the Tigers. Being dogged out there by Josh Yakush, back to Marshfield. Rorty to Fay. Fay off the defender's legs and foot. And back to Marshfield it goes. 71st minute. Sends it long, and Gaup will watch this one trickle out of bounds. And a couple more substitutes coming. One for Hortonville and one for Marshfield. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com and visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Again, that voting took place the 1st through the 7th of the month. Alex Edwards of Columbus Catholic winning September. It's going to be out and it's going to go to Hortonville. But Again, congratulations to freshman soccer player Alex Edwards from Columbus Catholic, winning this September's Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Of course, Awards and More, located just across the street from the old YMCA in Wisconsin Rapids, the old YMCA near the high school, near Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. And throwing back to the Polar Bears. The Wisconsin Badgers back in action in 2 weeks. Lost their starting quarterback Jack Cohen to a injury, had surgery, and so Graham Mertz, the highly touted quarterback, is going to get his opportunity for the Badgers when they start Big Ten play in just a couple weeks. Sam Rorty with it. Got tripped up, taken back to Spencer Fay. Spencer, an open shot to the goal, and Gaup will slide and track it down for the Polar Bears. 3-3, 73rd minute. Again, Daniel Lopez scored in the first minute for Hortonville. Gets behind the defense, 3-on-2. Good footwork there. Right to Schmitz and off the post. And rebounded by the Polar Bears. Schmitz had a open shot, missed it to the left and hit the left post. Fighting for it. And back to Noah Lopez. Tries to give and go, and it's going to be taken away. And up to the Polar Bears. Now it's going to go out, and a goal kick coming for Marshfield. Man, Schmitz just missed to the left. Red River rivalry, Oklahoma and Texas, 10-0 Sooners. The first quarter. Expect that game to be very, very high scoring. UNC 14, Virginia Tech 0. Again, not a whole lot of people that I know around here like the Crimson Tide, but man, they make it look easy as they have the first couple of weeks. Alabama. That was going to be taken by Knight. Gets behind as Daniel Lopez, and going to be cleared out by the Tigers. Poor pass from Alex Knight. Schmitz tried to track it down and going to be taken away by the Polar Bears and kicked out. Throw in for Marshfield. Again, everybody has come back. Big Ten is rescheduled. The Pac-12, the MAC, the Mountain West. The MAC was a surprise that they came back when they did. Mid-Atlantic Conference. Now it's going to be taken away and pushed up and taken back by the Polar Bears. 76th minute, 3-3 here for Marshfield. Under 15 minutes left. Headed up near the goal and going to be taken by Zach Meyer. Tried to clear it. And going to be Meyer tracking it down, falling on top of it. 76th minute here for Marshfield. 3-3. Pushes it up, looks for Lopez. Goes high up into the air and is going to be taken right back by Hortonville. Sends it high, sends it long, gets behind us Noah Lopez, and it's going to be taken by Zach Meyer right near the box, right at the edge of the box. Give and go, didn't give or go. Schmitz got it back, looks for Lopez, and it's going to be headed and cleared out. Cleared up, Rorty with it. And a collision there. As Manigal was trying to track it down and missed the ball and got tackled. Free kick coming for Marshfield. Just passed it in, looks to center it out, and the Polar Bears clear it out. Noah Lopez. Now back to Gavin Young, who had the free kick. Spencer Fay. And it's going to be taken by Lopez. Looking up to Schmitz, and it's going to be kicked out and a throw-in for Marshfield. 78th minute. Right back to the Polar Bears. Staying in the 78th minute, Stratford Homes. Take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin, Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems-built home market since 1973. Visit StratfordHomes.com to get started today. Alex Knight with it. Alex with the equalizer here in the second half, and it's going to go out to Marshfield. Substitution coming for the Tigers. 79th minute. 78-45 on the clock gone by. Again, one of very few games, if any, except being here last year, that the clock actually counts up, which is much, much appreciated than counting down and trying to have to do math with it. Lopez gets behind, and the Tigers are going to clear it out. Counting up from 45, much easier than counting down from 45, and that was going to be taken by Schmitz, misplayed, and going to be taken by Spencer Fay. Schmitz hasn't had a up to par game here today. Alex is going to try and finish it up. It's going to be out, and to Hortonville, slowly getting up is Pikert for the Polar Bears. And I haven't seen Hortonville play this year, but I can only imagine that Alex Schmitz is not playing as well as he can or should. Now Noah Lopez with it. Gets behind Rorty, and Schmitz misses wide left. And a goal kick coming for the Tigers. Schmitz has had a couple of opportunities. Under 10 minutes to go. Substitution coming for the Bears, Polar Bears. And we'll have a Daysonville Dairy post-game show at the conclusion of this game. If Marshfield is able to get a go-ahead goal, get a winning goal here, we'll have a opportunity to talk to Celeste Sports Player of the Game, as well as Tiger coach Jeff Moulter. Those will be in the highlights later on tonight. If we get a winner here in the next 8 minutes and 50 seconds, which again, Sam Rorty tied it up against DC Everest on a penalty kick earlier this week, and Schmitz lays on the ground near the 44-yard line, gets up relatively easy. It's going to be a free kick coming for Hortonville. Again, And stay tuned to Zaleski Sports this afternoon. We got volleyball and football for you. Volleyball at 1, football at 7. Sends it up, and it's going to be headed out, and big collision between Polar Bears and Tigers. And it's going to be out, and a corner kick coming for the Polar Bears. Alex Knight doing the honors, puts his hand up, centers it up, and heads it, and going to be taken by Meyer. Zach Meyer with another save for Marshfield. 83rd minute here in Marshfield. Collision near midfield and taken back by the Polar Bears. Noah Lopez with it. It's going to be fought for in the corner and kicked out, and another corner kick coming for Hortonville. Polar Bears have had their opportunities. Marshfield, they've had Marshfield in the defensive side a lot here in the second half. Corner coming into the middle. Meyer reached for it, and luckily for Zach Meyer and the Tigers, it did not get rebounded because he was not anywhere near the goal. Centers it up again and headed out, and Lopez is going to play it. Didn't quite get there. Headed again. And that was going to go through the legs and out to the throw in for Hortonville. 84th minute. 6.5 to go. Throw in for the Polar Bears. Finds Schmitz and headed out and cleared out by the Tigers. Sam Rorty sends it way along, and Gaup will let it bounce twice and retrieve it for the Polar Bears. High into the bright sky. No clouds here today. Perfect weather for the 10th of October. That one's going to go out. And if you've watched any games that I've done, I know you know that I appreciate the Dan Patrick Show. Watch the Dan Patrick Show. Listen to him just about every morning. Todd Fritz, their booker. Get everybody. Today's his birthday as well as Brett Favre. Brett Favre's birthday today, October 10th. Happy birthday to everybody today, but Todd Fritz and Brett Favre with some birthdays today. Centers it up and heads it out. Alejandro, and that was going to be kicked out, cleared up. Tries to track it down, and going to be headed out, and has it for Lopez, in off the post again, and another save for Meyer. Man, the second one of this half for the Polar Bears that have hit the left post. And off the post again, that time nicely done by Meyer to track it down off the post. Almost a turnover on the offensive side for Marshfield. Tries to center it up. They do. This time Schmitz over to Noah Lopez. And nobody home and misses wide right. Maybe looking for somebody over there. In the 86th minute. 3-3 here in Marshfield. Daniel Lopez with a pair of goals today for Hortonville, as well as Alex Knight. Sam Rorty with a pair for Marshfield. Spencer Fay one as well for the Tigers. That's going to be taken up. And going to be a handball and taken for Marshfield at the 25. Into the 87th minute. Fought for and taken by Rorty. Back to Noah Lopez. To Alex Knight. Just trying to get some offensive push here are the Tigers, which has been non-existent much of this second half since Sam Rorty scored those 2 goals. That was going to be kicked out. Throw in coming for Hortonville. .86-45. Going to throw in for the Tigers, actually. Centers it up. Spencer Fay now, as Gaup will track it down, kick it into the box, and scoop it up with his hands. 88th minute. Again, trying to block that Sun to find out where the ball is. And Daniel Lopez, now Noah Lopez. Daniel gets tracked down. Schmitz with it. Gets by the defender, and another great save. And they're going to say he's offsides. Alex Schmitz on the ground. Excuse me, Travis Schmitz. And a collision. No, because they didn't tell him to. As a 88th minute, 2 minutes left. Headed up, Spencer Fay with it. Trying to push it offensively now. Spencer Fay heads it to himself and taken by the Tigers. Sam Rorty with it. And Sam had the tying goal against DC Everest earlier this week. A minute and a half left. Tries to center it. Spencer Fay with it. And going to clear it out as Sam Rorty tries to track it down. The Tigers regain possession. Just about a minute left. And a big collision with Travis Schmitz, and they're going to put it right there. 1 minute left here this morning. 3-3. Hortonville and Marshfield. Taking a lot of time. Get everybody set up. 45 seconds left. Send it to the middle. Rorty heads it, and Gaup tracks it down. Again, Sam has got that headshot down. 30 seconds left. And it's going to be kicked out, and the throw-in coming for Noah Lopez. Throws it in. Schmitz gets behind and kicks it high into the air. Noah Lopez back with it. Throw-in. 15 seconds left. Alex Knight into Schmitz. And Lopez with it. And it's going to be a handball, but that will do it here this morning. A 3-3 draw, 3-3 tie here from Marshfield. And we will take one quick break, come back with our Nationville Area postgame show here from Marshfield. Again, Marshfield 3, Hortonville 3. Back to hiding right after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Marshfield High School as we conclude today's match. It's time now for the Nationville Dairy post-game show. Nationville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily. Nationville Dairy Again, it was a 2-0 lead early for the Hortonville Polar Bears as Daniel Lopez with a pair of goals. And then a goal from Spencer Fay in the first half. Two from Sam Rorty in that second half. They had a 3-2 lead. Then Alex Knight on a free kick got it past Zach Meyer to put it into the back of the net and tie it up. And then some aggressive play in the second half by the Polar Bears, but it was not enough as we tie here this morning, a 3-3 tie from Marshfield High School. With that, we're going to sign off. Again, some volleyball this afternoon from Columbus Catholic, the Neilsville Warriors, and the Columbus Catholic Dons. And then football tonight from Fall River. It is the Northern Lights championship game. Jason Selesky, Mike Wendlet, and Cale Jacoby will have that for you tomorrow or later on tonight. And then volleyball, right back with you again on Monday. Pacelli at Bonduelle, as well as Pacelli at Bonduelle, Wausau East at Marshfield swimming right here, Auburndale at Stratford volleyball, and then Stratford football or JV football as well. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here this morning, and hope you have a great rest of your day. For Amelia Warren, this is Steve May signing off from Marshfield High School. Again, final score, Marshfield Tigers 3, the Hortonville Polar Bears 3. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk again